Well, good morning, everybody. Hopefully, you guys are having a great day. So today is what is it today? Today is the 19th, and it's going to be a good day. Today's Tuesday, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit about something that I've been getting a lot of questions about, which is the signs that I posted about, which is the was say, please stay one Pastor John apart sign. I talked about it in yesterday's show, and I got quite a few people asking me about it. I posted it in a couple groups, and a lot of people were kind of asking me some questions about it. And so, but I want to just take a minute and say hello, say where you're watching from. I know a lot of people watch this on the replay, so go ahead and even on the replay, go ahead and type in where you're watching from and your name. We'd love to interact with you guys a little bit and see. So I'm trying out StreamYard today. I'm trying it out, seeing if I like it. I have been just kind of posting from two different cameras, and so I'm trying out StreamYard to see if bringing them all together would be a little bit better. So I want to talk, like I said, I want to talk about reopening using some signs to bring a little bit of fun and a little bit of engagement to that. So I know for a lot of us in this time, it's kind of it's just kind of a serious time. There's a lot of serious things going on with cleaning and sanitizing and taking care of all that kind of stuff. And so in light of that, I think that this is one of those areas that you can have some fun with. You're having some signs that people in the parking lot are holding up, or even some of your volunteers as people are walking in. I think that this is one really easy way to have some fun in the midst of a lot of seriousness and a lot of cautiousness, all that kind of stuff. And so I think that, again, take all that serious. Be very serious about cleaning and masks and all that kind of stuff. But I think that holding up some signs in the parking lot can be a really fun way to just lighten the mood a little bit, have some fun. So I want to show you guys a couple that I showed the other day, and want to just kind of talk through them a little bit because I'm getting a lot of questions. So let's talk about it. So here we go. Here's a couple that I thought were really fun and engaging. Hopefully you guys can see those. And so one of them is honk if your church clothes still fit. I think that that's hilarious. Again, it's a fun way of getting people as they're driving into the church to honk, engage. I mean, it's almost like bridging that gap between the virtual world where you've asked people to engage through comments, but now you're going to have them engage with honking. It's funny, it's lighthearted, that kind of thing. Another one that you can see here, please stay one Pastor John length apart. Okay. So my pastor is 6'7". Okay. So that gives you 7 extra inches of space. Okay. So now I think it's funny. In our church, he talks often about his height. It's often referenced, when people come up on stage and they get near him, everyone, they just reference how they talk. They feel like they're a kid next to him, all that kind of stuff. And so that is a common thing that we talk about in our church is his height. He played basketball in college, all that kind of stuff. So his height is referenced. So what do you do if your pastor is not 6 feet tall? A couple people say, well, my pastor is like 5'8" or 5'9". It doesn't really work, right? Okay, well, there's a couple of things that I would suggest. One is you can maybe play on that too. If that's something that your pastor plays on, is him being short or not, whatever, then maybe that's something you can play on to say, hey, stay further than a pastor whatever apart, right? Because it's only 5'8", right? So maybe it's stay a pastor whatever plus an arm, or play off of that if, again, your pastor has the history of talking about his height, that kind of thing. Okay. Another suggestion was that I thought of is maybe if there's another person in your church, maybe a staff member, an elder, a volunteer that is consistently talked about as being like the tall person, or just kind of stands out as somebody who's really tall in your church, then again, maybe get their permission and use that as stay one elder Bob away, wherever it might be. Okay, so whatever that might be, or here's another one. Maybe you do an NBA player, right? Maybe you pick, stay one Kevin Durant away, or stay one LeBron James away, right? Or maybe there's some other famous sports players in your town, or maybe it's a local official, right? Like maybe, I don't know, maybe your mayor is super tall, or your governor is super tall, and that is something that is talked about in your area, your city, right? And so again, it doesn't have to be specifically your pastor. But it can be something that is a local celebrity, a local town person that is talked about, right? But I think, again, this is just another way of having some fun in the midst of pretty serious stuff as people are coming into your church. It's a pretty simple way to engage with your people in a way that is pretty fun, pretty lighthearted. And again, hear me out. Be serious with all of your communication. Be serious with the cleanliness of your church. Be serious about all that kind of stuff. Wear the protection, all kind of stuff. I get all that. But what I would say too is this is a great opportunity with these yard signs to just have some fun and instantly kind of break some of that tension that people are coming in as they're driving in, right? People are going to be a little bit tense. I mean, you obviously going to have your people that aren't, but quite a few people are going to be coming in a little bit cautious, right? And so holding up these yard signs that say, hey, stay one Pastor John, or stay one LeBron James, or stay one governor, whatever, or one elder, whatever, is another way. It's just a simple, easy way to lighten the mood a little bit. And then when they come in, you still have all your volunteers out front with the mask on, with the iPad, making sure they have the reservations, if you're doing reservations, all kinds of stuff. So again, take all of those steps serious. But again, this is just a simple way that I think you could just add a little bit of fun and lighten the mood a little bit for people in the middle of this kind of tense reopening sequence for you. Okay. So hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Man, if you guys, I'd love to hear what are some of the things that you're doing in the midst of this reopening phase that maybe has brought a little bit of fun elements to what you're doing. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.